So what we're going to be breaking down today are these oil reservoir cooling units that I bought at an auction. Now, anytime I hear cooling units, you know, that gets my attention because I know that there's always going to be brass or copper, stainless steel or aluminum. So I bid $6 on these, and there's 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bid $6 on it, and I won the bid, and the total price came to $6.90 with all the fees and stuff. So I think we're going to do pretty good on this. Just by looking at it, you can see there's some copper, some brass pieces, and I think we're going to do all right on this. So we're going to break them down, and we're going to find out how well we did. But first, let's weigh them up and see what the scrap value of them is. I'm just going to use my little scale here, my tabletop scale, and just stack them up. So get this zeroed out here. They're really not too heavy. And the last one here. All right. So all stacked up there on the scale, and it comes to just under 50 pounds. So 50 pounds at 6 cents a pound, that's $3. So right now we have $3 in scrap. So let's go ahead and break them down and see what kind of money we can make off of them. So I haven't really gone over them to see what they're made of or anything like that. I just know I can see from the outside there's some brass and stuff on them, some chunks of copper. And this is pretty heavy, so I'm going to guess this is stainless steel. We'll find out. This is the same way. This one has my hopes up right here. It's all painted black, but all the scuff marks are showing a lot of yellow. So I'm hoping that this is going to be brass. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll break this one down last. All right, let's get to breaking them down. You see Miss Charlotte over there. She bid on a couple of TVs. For $1, she got 3 TVs, and she's just breaking them down and getting the motherboards out of them, and so she's doing all right over there. What else did you get at? What else did you buy at the auction?
Chairs.
Chairs.
I wanted to see if I spent $1, if I'd get my dollar back.
Oh, okay. So she spent $1 on chairs. How much did you get? Did you weigh them? Let's weigh them up.
No.
Let's weigh them up. All right. So before we break these reservoirs down, let's. Charlotte bought for $1, and I think it was 12 cents.
7 chairs.
So she got 7 chairs just for scrap. She just wanted to take them to the scrap yard. So she spent $1.12 on, because I think that auction was a 12% fee. All right, so let's weigh these up. It'd probably be easier to just weigh these chairs up with a wench scale. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. That's not too bad. We get 61 pounds. 61 pounds. So she spent $1.12, and 61 pounds is about $3, $3.63. $3.63.
I made my dollar back. That's all I tried to say.
What'd you say?
I said I made my dollar back and then some. Look at that, and I think that's only $1. That's worth at least double that.
Yeah, so we tripled our money.
And that's even better.
Too bad it could have been a $100 bid. All right, let's get to breaking down these cooling units. Try to make a little more money. All right, so this first one here, it's kind of heavy. Doesn't look like no magnet, well, except for that. Well, that fakes you out. I'm thinking that's a piece of brass, but it's steel. Got some bolts here. Yeah, there's some good. All right, let's take this one apart. Shouldn't take very long. Take it apart and see what we get out of it. There, nice little piece of brass. So we'll move on to the second one here. This one here is just, looks like stainless steel. It's got a bunch of screws on top. We'll pop them off, see what's inside it. Not much. All right, a little chunk of copper. Little chunk of copper. Rest of that stainless steel. All right, not much luck with that one. That's stainless steel too. All right, this one here. I got a good feeling about this one. All right, last one. One that I have high hopes on. Let's take a grinder to it. Yep, that's brass. And it looks like the radiator is copper. Look at that. It's copper. The fins are copper. This is the kind of the same thing that I had in that other video. There's nothing to this, nothing to take apart other than this. Let's test that out. That's brass also. So the whole thing is brass and copper. That weighs pretty good. So All right, let me get all this copper and brass separated from all these different cooling reservoirs, and we'll separate all the copper and the brass, and we got a lot of stainless steel, so I'll get right back to you. Okay, so I got everything broke down and I got it all separated. We're just gonna weigh it up and see how we did. I don't think we did as good as I was expecting, but we did really good on the brass, so let's go ahead and weigh up. We got stainless steel, we got a little bit of copper, and then we have some brass, so. Here's the copper. This is all the copper that came out of that. I couldn't believe it. And it's 0.6 pounds. 0.6. All right, so let's do the stainless steel. All right. Not too bad. 31.45 pounds. And for the good stuff, let's do the brass here. So this whole radiator thing here is brass, and it has some brass fittings on it. You can see where I did some grinding marks, and then all the brass inside there. Weigh this up. We're at 0. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, 15.2 pounds. All right, I'll add these numbers up and see how we did on the total. So we paid $6.90 for this auction. Okay, so here's the final results on this. The cost was $6.90 for this auction lot. Okay, so we have 0.6 pounds for copper at $3.90 a pound. That's $2.34. We have 31.45 pounds of stainless steel at 30 cents. And that comes to $9.44. And brass, 15.2 pounds at $2.35 comes to $35.72 for a grand total revenue of $47.50. So I guess we did all right. Anytime that's what, six times the money, 7 times the money. All right, so I guess that's gonna do it for this video, and we thank you for watching, and we gotta get our scrap to the scrapyard. Say goodbye, Charlotte.
Bye.
All right, see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.